Hello everyone, I am going to explain you the variable in C programming language. Why we need a variable? For example, if you want to store data or image on the smartphone or on the computer, you will store them on memory. So why we need variable in C programming language? Variable in C programming language is similar to the memory in smartphone or in computer. We use variable to store data. So how many types of variable? There are many types of variable, but in this lesson, I will take you only 4 types of variable: integer, float, char, and string. What is integer? Integer, it has like number -2, -1, -0, 1, and extra. They are integer. What is float? Float is like -2.1, -0.5, 1.2, 3.0, and extra. What is char? Char is stand for character. Character, it has A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and extra. String. What is string? String is the combination of character. For example, hello, me, you, orange, and extra. To declare the variable, first we have to write variable type, variable name. For example, I declare the variable age to store the age of a person. So I have to write variable type. Here is variable type, integer, as you see here, integer. And the variable name. The variable name is here. So you can write age. Age is the variable name, and semicolon. So it means that I have declared the variable age to store the age of the person. In the case, I can give the age equal to, for example, equal to 18, and then I print it. Your age is age here, and then I use backslash n here, and then I run it. You see, your age is 18 because variable age. Here we declare the variable age, and then we give age to 18. It means that the age is store the number 18. So when we print f, it will print your age is, and then it meets the percentage d. It will replace the value of age to the percentage d. For example, I give age equal to 19, and then I print again, and I write your age for next year is percentage d, then minus, and then backslash n, comma, age. You see here, your age is 18. Your age for the next year is 19. You see the variable age first equal to 18, and then it print that your age is 18. After that, the variable age change to 19, and then it print your age for the next year is %d, and age here replaced by 19. So why I use %d here? %d is a format of integer. The format of integer is %d. The format of float is %f. The format of character is %c. And the format of string is %s. That's why I use %d here, because if I don't use %d, it will not get the value of the age. For example, here I delete the age here, and then I write age here instead of %d, and then I run it. You see, your age is 8. It means that this age is a text. It's not a value of variable. If you want to get the value of variable, you have to write the format of variable type. Because our age is integer, so here integer we write %d. So I write here %d, and then outside the double quote you have to use comma and then variable name. Here is variable name age. The value of variable name age will replace the position by the value of age. So the value of age is equal to 18, and then here it will replace by 18. That's why when you run it, you see your age is 18. It replaced here by the value of variable. Let me explain you how to set the variable name. I have to remove this code. It's easy for me to explain you. You see here is the variable name. I write AGE. It means age. Age is a variable name. To set the variable name, the first rule is we not allowed to use the number at the beginning. For example, number 2. You see it error. Number 4, it also error. You see, it's error. But I can use the number at the end or at the middle like this. You see, it's not error. It's not error. So I can delete it. And the second rule is that we couldn't use the sign with the variable name. All sign except underscore. All sign you can design like this. You will see it's error, and design also error. You see error, but you can use underscore like this. You see it doesn't error. So I have to print it again. Printf, and then your age is %d, comma age, and then I run it again. Error, not error. It's show you the number like this, because here you see the age. It doesn't know what is age equal to, because you don't sign the value of the age. So here you can add the value of the age. For example, age equal to 18, and then you print it again. Sorry, I forget to use comma here, and then you run it again. Here your age is equal to 18. I use baseline. It's easy to see the code. Yeah, your age is 18. You see, here is I want to change the name of the egg like to egg 1 like this, and then it will error here because it doesn't know what is AGE or egg. What is egg? It doesn't know what is egg because you declare here is egg 1 and then you egg here, it doesn't know. So if you declare here is egg 1, you have to write here egg 1 and here is egg 1 2, and then you run it again. It's worked well. And you see here egg 1 equal to 18. In C programming language, I also can write here like this, egg 1 equal to 18, and then I delete or remove this code. It's still the same. You see, it's output the same result. And I want to create more variable like in egg2. I give egg2 equal to 20. I can write like this, or I can also write another way like this, egg2 equal to 20 equal to 20, and then I delete here. It's the same. In here I can write that gem is, for example, here I can write 0, and here I print f low c is percentage b 0 baseline and egg2 like this, and then I run again. You see, Gem is 18 years old. Lucy is 20 years old. Because we have two variables here. The first variable is age 1, second variable is age 2. So the percentage d here is replaced by age 1 value, and the percentage d here replaced by age 2 value. The age 1 value is 18, the age 2 value is 20. That's why it print Gem is 18 years old and Lucy is 20 years old. In C programming language, if you see, if the data type are the same, I mean integer and here integer the same, we can write only one line like this. We use comma and then egg2, and then we can remove this code. It still works the same. When I run it, it's still the same. You see, Gem is 18 years old, Lucy is 20 years old. Let me create the float variable. The float variable is like this. For example, I create here float score 1 and score 2. We use score 1 to store the score of student named James and score 2 to store the score of student Lucy. That's why I create it's a float, because score can be, for example, score, the value of score can be. So if I want to give the score to score 1, I can write the same to A2. Here I can give the score 1 equal to, for example, equal to 19.5, and score 2 is equal to, for example, 20.4. And then in the printf, I will add more text here, and he has score, for example, I can use, you see here is when we use float, the format of float is %f. So here I use %f and then comma score 1, and here I will write and he has score %f comma score 2, and then I run it. You see, James is 18 years old and he has score 90.5. Lucy is 20 years old and he has score 20.4. You see in the printf here, the first format %d will get the value from the first variable h1, and the second format f will get value from the second variable score 1, and this printf is the same. How about character? Let me create more variable character. I can write here, for example, char characters, for example, grade 1, grade 2. The grade will the grade 1 will represent the grade of the score of James, and the grade 2 will represent the grade of the score of Lucy. So I can add here grade 1 equal to, in char, normally in char you couldn't write like this, A or B like this. In char we use single quote like this. Single quote here, it means that the value of char A and B and grade 2 equal to, because the score 2 is equal to 20, it means that he failed, so I can give the grade F. like this, and then at the printf I can write more text. He got grade. I use percentage. You see the characters is percentage C, so I can use percentage C here, and here I use comma and then grade 1, here comma grade 2, and I have to write it here too. He got grade percentage C, and then let me run it. It failed. It failed because here you see here is grade 2, and I write here is grade without E. That's why it's error, because it's not similar to the declaration. So I have to change it to E, and then I run it. You see, James is 18 years old and he has scored 90.5. He got grade A. Lucy is 20 years old and he has scored 20.5. He got grade F. Why it enter here? Because you see here I use \n at the score position, so I have to remove it. I remove this one to here, and then here I space, okay, and then I run it again. You see, James is 18 years old and he has scored 90.5. He got grade A. Lucy is 20 years old and he has scored 20.4. He got grade F. Let me remove some code from here by let it equal to here. So I can, here I can set it equal to 20, and then I remove this one. Score 1, I can set it equal to 90.5, and then I remove this one. Score 2, let me set it equal to 20.4. So I remove this one. Grade A, let me set it equal to A. And I remove this one. Grade 2, let me set it equal to F. And then I remove this one. You see, when I print it again, James is 18 years old and his score is when I print it again, it output the same result. How about the string variable? Let me declare the string variable. As I told you before, in C programming language, it doesn't have a string type. So we use the array of characters. I can create variable here. Char, for example, name1. I can write name1, name2, like this. As you see here, char can store only one character. If you want char to store many characters, you can use like this. For example, I want to store 50 characters, I can write 50. And name2, if I want to store, for example, I want to store 40 characters, I can write it 40. So here it means that the name1 can store 50 characters and the name2 can store 40 characters. And here I can give it equal to, for example, equal to, we use double quote because it's the type of string. It's a type of string because it can store many characters. Here I can write gem, and here I can write Lucy. You see, the variable name1 is equal to gem, and the variable name2 is equal to Lucy. And here I can replace by format. You see, the format of string is %s. So here I can replace it by %s. But you see, the %s is the beginner. It means that the first, and %d is second. So the name1 I have to write here is the first position. Name1. And here is the same. I can write name2 like this. Sorry, I forget use comma. And here is comma also. And then let me run it. It's the same result. Gem is 18 years old and he has scored 90. He got grade A. Lucy has a problem with Lucy because you don't use format here. So you have to write format here by %s. You use name2 but you didn't write the format here, so you have to write %s. And I run it again. You see, James is 18 years old, Lucy is 20 years old. You see, the %s will replace by the value name1, %d replaced by the value 82, %f will replace by value of score 1, and %c will replace by value of grade 1. And this printf below is the same.